sweet doggo. But okie dokie, let's get ready to hop into this once more from the top. Let's do it. Neilcat. For whatever reason, I cannot say this name first try. Anytime I go for it. But okie dokie, last time we went for Conjurer, I think we did have someone around last week who wanted to see Summoner, so maybe we'll try that on for size. It does give us some safety in numbers, some ability to run away from fights. With the combination of our speed and being able to put bodies in the way, it definitely could go well for us here, so let's give it a shot, shall we? I haven't really played Summoners since they had some decent changes in, I think that was the version before this one. Oh no, because so the celebratory pasta, you just cooked it? Oh, definitely. You gotta celebrate the life of Shakespeare, you know? Make sure that they didn't go out of this world for naught. I think they would appreciate some celebratory pasta. Exactly, we can drown our sorrows in it. That's perfect. But okie dokie. Let's get off the road here. I mean, immediately getting the +6 ring of intelligence is a decent start for our buddy Catrick here. And otherwise, let's try to get the backstep. Perfect. Ready to retreat if any of these go slightly less than ideal, but so far it's not been too bad. Gotta love it when you get the Quoko roll as well. Fantastic. Now you, friend, if you want to just come right this way and we can gang up of you. Again, strength in numbers is going to be the name of the game here. Already level 2, just fantastic. And in fact, I should take a look. Ooh, we can do Call Imp now, so might want to get that in the cards for us here. And come on, Bat, you can do it. I believe in you. Or not. Maybe the both of us? No, just me? Okay, cool, that works. Let's get Call Imp though and bring that into the fray here. That should be perfect. I think White Imp is one of the better options. We get Stormform and Maxwell's Capacitive Coupling in a book. Ooh. Now that I'm very happy to see. +4 Ring of Slain. Doesn't hurt. Not sure how much we'll use it here, at least in the very early game. But if we still haven't found a valid replacement by the time we get to Stormform, then I guess it's just more Slain power for us. That works out quite nicely. And let's get a veritable army at our side here as much as we possibly can. Again, with the way that summoners were changed, it's way more ideal now to summon in one of every summon, or as many of every summon as you can at any given time, which I really like the idea of, so we can have a nice mixed army of all different sorts and sizes. Don't blink away, please. You have one job, and it's to murder my enemies. It's talking to the Crimson Imp, of course. And if you all could continue to line up nicely. Again, Crimson Imp, you have one job, and it is to protect me with your very soul. Unfortunately, they're not quite getting the memo at the moment, but they'll learn eventually. The way of the cat here. And there we go. Now we can let our friend do all the heavy lifting. Great work, buddy. Absolutely killing it out there. I believe that summons no longer take any of your experience for their kills, so we can definitely freely use these without having to worry quite so much about handicapping ourselves for the future. We do have a bunch of gnolls wandering around that level, which I'm slightly concerned about, to be honest, but we're going to just roll with it for the moment and come back when we're slightly more comfortable with the idea of dealing with them. Oh, please, come on. Everyone to me, please. I'm gonna leave my friends to kill the adder for now. Hopefully I take out the bat. I was able to. Fantastic. And there we go. The adder gets taken down as well. 2 rats is better than 1. Almost wasn't, but glad that we got there eventually. And perfect. In fact, let's definitely make sure we're bringing our friends into every fight. There's no real reason for us to just risk it for nothing at the end of the day. Hello, UF. Goodbye, UF. I hope you have a great life. Always lovely to see you, my null pal. And okie dokie. Definitely is a slightly different pacing of start to go with Summoner, but it is kind of fun. I enjoy the premise at the very least. As for who we want to go with in terms of deity, that's a whole nother question. So I don't love Ash because we don't have the slots to curse really. Rings are something that's nice to be able to swap out, at least in the early game, and you don't want to be breaking too many of your just standard resistance rings, because sure, ideally we'll get artifacts that have the same effect and can fully replace them in the future, but you never know when you'll have a character that's just constantly hot swapping rings to try and stay alive. So Ash might be out of the question here. Blork also out of the question for now. Let's just immediately walk back that one. Jeez Louise. Cats really do be brutal. Come on, army. Protect me from the dog. Or don't. That's cool too. Go Hep to roleplay as an adopted pet. Actually, yeah, that's interesting. Do we... Holy moly. Don't have an extra life yet. 33% chance to hit me. Probably dead if it does. Guess we just go for it. But Hep, normally it's your ancestor, so it's probably just another cat, right? Which I guess at the end of the day isn't that inaccurate, because I believe the majority of cats view humans as just giant, clumsy, stupid cats. But nope. Okie dokie. Neil Patrick Harris. It was great while it lasted, but you couldn't unfortunately pull a magic trick out of your hat in this situation. And there we go. I mean, that's what you expect to happen with cats, to be honest. Let's see. Curing was a 1 in 3 chance, and even that might not have saved us. Oof. But I think I will potentially try Hep if we get the opportunity. That sounds kind of fun. Definitely been a while since we gave them a shot. Let's pull from our list of names from a couple sessions ago here again. And this time it's going to be Puma Thurman. And I mean, if you can kill Bill, you can kill Zot. Let's go for it. You're also not sure if the devs changed it, but D1 to 5, the amount of +4 Venom daggers are wild. Oh no. Hawkons are packing heat. Jeez, to say the least. Let's hope that we don't run into too many of those for ourselves here. I guess something I should have done, by the way, definitely, was learn another summoning spell. We had hit level 3 and kind of just breezed through it. But definitely something to keep in mind for the future here. It's been a while since we did a summoner start, and I'm used to a lot of casters not having access to the goods until a bit later on in their run. So that's definitely something that we can learn from. Fortunately, summoning is fairly easy to learn the spells, or at least it seems like it. You know, right as we hit level 2, we were already able to use Summon Imp. Jeez Louise, let's try that again. D1 Null is going to be a real pain in the rear here. Fortunately, we have nice speed, so we can potentially just try to cheese this man's as much as we possibly can. In fact, if we have faster animals, while this son of a gun is chasing us down, they can do all the heavy lifting, so that's kind of nice. Well, there we go. The Quokka is what you want, folks. Now that's the spirit. Or not, you tried, buddy. I appreciate it. Second Quokka? Now there we go. That's the ticket. Now we can start bringing imps into our arsenal. Please, sir, can you go for it? There we go. Much better. Fantastic. As long as I don't accidentally get myself killed with tabbing here, at the very least. But not the end of the world. Send in the troops here. Never do a job yourself. You can pay someone else to do it, so thank you, Summons, for all your hard work. I appreciate it. Also, again, why am I fighting anything on my own? That's not how this works. We are summoners. We cheese the ever-living crap out of the systems at play, as much as we possibly can at least. And that is much more preferable. Fantastic. Let's see if we can get slightly further than... what was it? Was that even D2? Might have been D3, but I feel like I'm being slightly optimistic with that assumption. There we go. We hit level 3. Already Canine Familiar is pretty much fully castable, so... let's bring you on board, my friend. Still very bad repercussions for a miscast, but we're not going to miscast. Let's not get ridiculous here. We're in the prime of our life here. And it is only a foreseen outcome that we will eventually make it through here in one piece. Oh, actually it was D3 now think about it, because we literally went down the stairs to D3, saw the hound, and then died to it. So hey, how about that? Not the end of the world. We did better than I thought. Well, let's let loose the dogs of war here. Fantastic. And keep it up, my buddies. Go, go, go. Fantastic. Chabriatos definitely gonna be a no from me, dog. Hate to say it, but it's just not quite in the realm of possibilities for us to use you to any meaningful capacity, at least at this point as a cat. Generally, if we can survive to later in the game, it gets alright, because we're going to be kind of hybrid in the sense that I'd like to still do the usual get transmutation forms and wreck house with them. But we'll see how it goes, of course. You never know what the dungeon has in store for you until you start gunning. 6% chance to fail on Hound now is definitely not too shabby. And Hounds do beat Adders, finally giving us our extra life. Fantastic. Okie dokie. Not the end of the world here. And you know, I was saying White Imps were good. I think Shadow Imps might actually be the top tier. Decent evasion. Decent non-element specific damage, which is kind of nice sometimes for sure. And there we go. Decent job with the delegation. Make sure that all of our friends are, you know, making their keep here, earning their pay. Fantastic. And, oh, I thought that'd be some kind of altar. I was hoping for maybe an early deity to try and throw things into our favor here, but that's fine. At the end of the day, bad time for the Hound to leave us, but that's fine. Once again, we'll just continue crawling along here at the best of our ability. Let's see. There we go. How long I could fight the worm was the end of that sentence, but didn't even have time to finish the sentence before the answer was made apparent, so that is how it is, I guess. We will want to potentially bring Summon Lightning Spire into the mix as we continue on here. Let's get to a nice wide open area where we can make best advantage of all of our buddies here. And not too shabby at the end of the day. Go Gadget Hound, you can do it, buddy. Just barely, but you could in fact do it. Fantastic. And again, bring out the army here. And this will be the rinse and repeat for the first few floors of the dungeon at least. We will be on the lookout for some avenues to use in the future in terms of how this run is going to progress. But I'm hoping that we can, with the power of friendship, make it through the first section of the dungeon here without too much issue. Tried playing a Deep Elf Fire Elementalist after Minotaur Berserker and got prolapsed. Oof, yeah. Definitely sounds like a rapid change of pace, to say the least. And I see an Orc Priest, so I run. I guess we could potentially try to sick Hounds of War on them. It's close. I can take one smite, is my my thought pattern here. So glad that we risked it out. Jeez Louise. Oof. Well, it's definitely not going to be an easy road moving forward, but I think that we're slowly but surely getting some semblance of balance under us. Sure, it's not quite ideal, not quite the instant win that we may be hoping for on our cat, but it's about as good as it gets. Speaking of good as it gets, let's get some friends out there. You know, Bat, you had one job to body block those shots for me, and unfortunately you failed to deliver, so you're fired. And I'm getting the heck out of Dodge. Some dogs don't die, they just take a temporary nap. I like that a lot. That was a thing growing up for me, where my parents didn't really like death being in video games, so the joke was that no, they're always just, you know, they're falling asleep. We're just putting them to bed. And that makes it all okay. I can definitely get behind that. This, however, is going to be a problem, so let's try and just drop an exclusion on those sons of guns for the time being here, and come back at another time when I'm slightly more confident in our ability to deal with those sons of guns. Jeez Louise, we are definitely going to be in a rough spot here. The orcs are taking them out back. Yeah, they're just heading off to the farm to hang out with all their friends. You know, it's nice. Okie dokie, let's definitely get a few bodies between me and this scorpion, because I hate to see that. Similarly, Sigmund is going to be a potential issue. Go gadget doggo, or not. There we go. Jeez Louise, Sigmund, you need to stop this. Stop this madness in the name of your king. Man, these dogs are real tired these days. Let's keep going to bed. Oh gosh, our dog is confused. Go get him, Tiger. You can do it. I believe in you. And how many summons does it take to kill an angry Sigmund? I guess, and the scorpion. Can't forget the scorpion. Definitely causing some troubles for our friends here. We can at least take out the scorpion. I'd be quite happy with that. Or not. But it got real close there at the end. We will unfortunately just have to turn tail for the moment here. Let's find a nice corner to hide in. Please don't confuse me. Oh gosh, there's the scorpion. And I'm confused. Okie dokie. Curing? Might. Well, unfortunately, Puma Thurman, we might have some trouble here. We get a potion of cancellation. Okay, well, let's try and just outrun Sigmund, or the Angel of Zot. Unfortunately, you may have a point there, Sigmund. I hate to agree with you in any capacity, but you are the angel of death for us here this evening. And there we go, Scorpion is dead. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. There is hope in this world. Ocean might go to the big farm in the sky. As long as I can avoid the trip for the time being, I'm a happy kitty. Ooh, there we go. Finally find a stairwell back up. Let's return to an area that's a bit more my own size, though I have a sneaking suspicion that it's not quite going to go that smoothly on this side of things anyway. Or either, I should say. But okay, Mammal Army Unite. Fantastic work, team. Summon Guardian Golem is almost ready to go here, because we might bring that one into the mix. Unfortunately, Summon Lightning Spire is still quite a ways off. You know what? Let's actually drop an exclusion on you so I don't make that mistake again. We're fortunate that we haven't managed to wake up Terrence yet, but I'm not quite in a comfortable spot to deal with them. And come on, Hound, you can do it. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Fantastic work, my friend. Oh my gosh. Oh, I thought you had it. Thought we were going for the pentakill there, but not quite. Guardian Golem can mess Secret up, just a matter of time for kitty domination. That's the plan, that's the dream here. We're gonna do our best. Oops, let's let our dog actually do their job a little bit there. Fantastic. And not too shabby. So we can definitely try to sick a Guardian Golem on our Sigmund friend. Sigmundus, of course, to you all. I'm excited for the day that it's no longer potentially dangerous to miscast summon K9, so I don't have to confirm that every single time, but hey, them's just the breaks sometimes, kiddo. And we'll keep the army up to par here and keep sending them in. They're doing all right so far. Ooh, that's kind of embarrassing for our orc friend. Dying to the bat, of all things. What god does this build go for? Now that is the question of the hour, is it not? We could go with just, you know, one of the standard good gods. And by good, I'm not talking about the Shining One, Zin, and Evi. I'm talking more so your Gozeggs, your potentially Rue, since we can kind of throw out some skills. I guess Rue won't offer to sacrifice armor, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame. Would like to see that. Who else? We're gonna potentially try out Hep to just give us another body to get in the way of enemies. Because I feel like even if it's not necessarily a need be for a summoner build, that's just pretty solid for a cat in general. Having some measure of protection against the coming onslaught at least. And okie dokie, this fight is actually potentially gonna turn at some point. How many summons does it take to kill a single necrophage? The answer might surprise you. Hey, there we go. Great work, kiddos. Keep it up. In fact, I'd kind of like the iguana, there we go, to hop in the middle so that we can all get a piece. Almost died doing it, but that's fine. Nemlex for some Yu-Gi-Oh action. Definitely could mix everything, the power of the cards and the power of friendship all in one fell swoop. It's definitely not too bad. Nothing more intimidating than a cat hole and deck of cards. You know, I thought about it for a second, and you're right, there's literally nothing more terrifying. Nothing comes to mind. I kind of didn't want to fight these orcs, but here we are now, I guess. Just kill the Orc Priest and we're good. Actually, fantastic. We can remove our exclusions now. Everyone seems to be woken up anyway. They'll be like, oh my gosh, how does he do it? No opposable thumbs. And that's where you get them. You gotta keep them guessing, you know? Keep them on their toes. Will be the downfall of Zot here. That's the dream at the very least. We'll see if we can't make it a reality while we're at it. There we go, we can finally summon our dogs without needing to confirm with the game that I do in fact wish to summon a dog, so that's kind of nice. Let's not die to a hound twice in a row though, so I'm gonna let the summons do all the heavy lifting there. Fantastic work, team. Always believed in you, always knew you had it in you. And hound versus jackal, how many can you take out? 2, 3, triple kill? Oh, almost went legendary there, my friend. Nope. I think I'm just gonna say no to you for now. And, ooh, we're finally getting our first wolf. That is fantastic. So yeah, there's quite a bit of ceiling left on both Imp and Summon K9, so hopefully we can get some decent summons coming our way. There we go with the Economical Temples. Let's do a quick exploration. I did see Hep already, so we could go with that. Always tempting to go Gozegg, but I think we'll do a couple more fun runs before we start just throwing the most optimal play at the wall to make it work. I should say most optimal play for me. You find Book of Summoning is very strong when compared to other skill books. For a starting book, yeah, I think what's nice about it is that it has a lot of like nice curve potential on how well it will scale into lair. Because, yeah, you can handle lair easily with Dog, Golem, and Spire. Exactly, yeah, because once you're getting wolves all the time with Dog. Spire, I used to use it a lot, especially back when you could choose where to place it. It was stupidly overpowered, but it's been a hot minute since I gave it a good old try, so I'm excited to potentially gain access to that here. I also, ooh, should I have regen on magic or health? I didn't realize that we picked up an Amulet of Regeneration during that time. maybe something to think about it. For now, let's worship Hep. Let's try this on for size, shall we? Hello, Hep. Please protect me. Jeez Louise. Can I get enough bodies between me and a centaur to save my life in any meaningful capacity? You know, I'm not too sure on that one. I guess we at least have some extra lives here. Again, we were hoping not to spend them at this stage in our journey, but if it happens, it happens. Oh my gosh, why is our dog so good at dodging arrows? Well, of course, scratch that. What I meant was, I'm happy to lose a life early on for the sake of our survival in the future here. Perfect, just according to plan. No real issues whatsoever. Fantastic. So where did we leave that son of a gun? Up here somewhere? So let's not go back up there for the time being. Now this is slightly better. We've already killed a scorpion in actually a worse situation than this in the past. I think we'll be just fine for taking you out, my friend. Strength in numbers. Okay, there. Now our dog is taking the shots for us. Quokka as well. You know what? Nope, that's just not gonna work. We're just gonna leave you for the time being. And let's get the heck out of Dodge, shall we? Jeez Louise. So this is where we left Sigmund. We could try and fight Sigmund here. Bring Guardian Golem into the mix. Let's give it a shot. Where are you, my friend? Oops, try to walk into a wall. That's not gonna work. Let's just try that again. Are you still up here, my friend? You are. Go, Gadget. Guardian Golem. In fact, let's just get everyone out there real quick. Come on, kiddos. You got this in the bag. I believe in you. And that is just perfect. Great work, everyone. What else can we do? We could try Guardian Golem against the Centaur, but it's not exactly in the best setup where we had them there. So let's come back up this way for now. And go get him, Tiger. Fantastic. So Guardian Golem is a spell that I don't really have any experience with, but I've heard good things about it, so I'm hoping to get a bit of a handle under my belt here today, and we'll try to learn why all the folks go on and on about Guardian Golem. So far, I'm definitely happy with the results that we're seeing, so let's keep it up. Hopefully not blow ourselves up at any point. That's the dream here. And again, once more into the fray. Great work. Guardian Golems also, by the way, never die. They also just take trips out to the great Guardian Golem farm in the sky. It's really just beautiful. Nice thing about them too is that it takes damage from all of our summons, so we're able to potentially keep everyone alive slightly longer. Holy moly. Unless that happens, but hey, they knew what they signed up for. One-way ticket to the farm, of course. Oh, jeez. Absolutely hate to see the Centaur, but might be okay here. Ooh, Guardian Golem, I kind of needed you to do your job. Please guard me, sir, if you could be so kind. Or let the dogs do all the heavy lifting, that works as well.